Good evening, everybody. Mike from LA1 here. Welcome back, and oh boy, you talk about probably one of the most extreme moments of the night, one night of the year. It delivered here tonight with Extreme Rules 2015 live from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, home of the AHL Chicago Wolves. Probably one of my favorite hockey team, minor league hockey teams, except outside of California. That means I love my Kings and I love my Reign, but also I'm an old school hockey fan. Since I'm a Disney guy, I have to have an Almighty Ducks jersey. Just saying that. Say that, oh, you're a traitor, you're a Ducks fan. No, I'm a Kings fan, more or less, but hey, I love the movie, so I got one of the jerseys with this logo. It's nice that the Ducks are honoring that tradition. But anyway, it's time to get into the Extreme Rules review. Starting off with the kickoff match. It was supposed to be the tag team title match, which we'll get to that later. Instead, we got Bad News Barrett taking on Neville. And I gotta say, Bad News Barrett comes out, does a quick promo on the city of Chicago, saying that he's the Michael Jordan of that area. And then Neville comes out with that awesome entrance. I mean, jeez. And the crowd ate Neville up. In fact, there was an NXT chant. The match itself was pretty good, and pretty much summed up the night, with the exception of a few matches. Neville went with the red arrow. He went for it a number of times, but I think the second time did Barrett in. He almost hit a bullhammer. Neville ducked out of the way, and Neville wins with a red arrow. 1, 2, 3. I swear that move never seems to impress. Keeps impressing me. Now let's get on to the actual card. The first card of the night was the Chicago Street Fight between Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose. This match, getting in, was really good. In fact, Dean Ambrose came out first. The crowd popped like crazy. What to expect in Chicago. The crowd lost it. The crowd was an Dean Ambrose crowd. Then Luke Harper came out with a huge chorus of boos. Probably one of the biggest boo pops of heel heat of the night. The match itself was pretty good. But I don't see this feud ending. The fact that they left the ring, went backstage, hitting the backstage area. Luke Harper was hitting him with stuff. I don't know what it was. Same with Dean Ambrose. But the thing that caught my eye was Luke Harper actually got in a car. Yeah, I wish I was not making that up. He got into a car that Dean Ambrose followed him. He shut the door and they drove out of the arena. And during this, when they were driving away, Charles Robinson, the referee, was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And I busted out laughing. I was like, okay, are they doing what they did at WrestleMania 12, having a fight in the streets? And I was like, no, they're not going to do it. And guess what? They did not. I guess they probably learned their lesson. But I knew, in my mind, I tweeted Not a Fan this, saying they were probably eating out of a McDonald's or something. Close to the arena, and yeah. But the crowd, they were pissed off. They were like, oh, and they're chanting for CM Punk, and they were like, okay, give up, guys. He's in UFC now. Get over it. Well, we are in Punk's hometown after all. And then they had an authority segment building up the main event, and the crowd was chanting, boring, boring, boring. Yeah, you get the picture. Next came the Kiss Me Arse match. Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. The match itself was pretty good. Surprisingly, Dolph came out first. I was expecting Sheamus to come out first to get the boos right out of the way. And the thing that caught my eye is the crowd did not chant, "You look stupid." I was surprised they didn't chant, "You look stupid." Dolph came out with a huge pop. And the match itself was pretty good. It was a lot of close falls in this. Sheamus went with a cloverleaf. I was like, okay, he's done. Sheamus dominated this match for the most part. But then I picked Dolph because I was thinking when I said I picked Dolph, my brain was like saying, okay, Sheamus is gonna win this. And then Lord and behold, Dolph won via roll up. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. So of course, the best part was the referee says, "You go kiss his beep beep," and the crowd was chanting, "Fuck her up, fuck her up." And then when Dolph rolled up his tights to show his beep beep, and when he did that, all the women were screaming. Because when I read somewhere saying who's the top talent besides Roman Reigns, which, oh boy, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'll talk about that in a minute. But then, just when you thought Sheamus was about to kiss his arse, low blow, and he found a way to weasel out of it. So this feud is not ending. That's for sure. But Dolph got a very surprising victory. And then the talks about Dolph leaving, I think that went pretty much, that was probably a swerve. That was probably just to build up the match. Next we got the tag team match between Cesaro and Kid, or Kidzaro as I saw someone on Twitter, versus the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston. The match was unbelievable. This was probably one of the best tag team matches I've seen in quite a while. Of course, the crowd booed the New Day out of the building. And then when Cesaro and Kid came out, I was surprised. They didn't get probably the biggest pop of the whole night. They did not get that big pop of the whole night. I think that may have gone to either Orton or Rollins. Yeah, we'll talk about the main event in a little bit, and may have a complaint about that one. The match, let's get back to the tag team match. The tag team match was phenomenal. Of course, the New Day were doing, and the crowd was chanting, "New Day sucks." And at one point, Cesaro did the same thing with the foot stomps, and Natalya, who looks fine as heck, was leading in the chant. So it's pretty safe to say it looks like we do have a double turn here, which is potentially going to be a good thing, because I have a feeling they're going to be feuding, unless they're not going to turn unless they're not going to turn Kid and Cesaro just for the night, just for tonight. I have a feeling this is probably going to continue on to Payback, and then the New Day drops the titles at SummerSlam or Night of Champions. I have no clue what they're going to do with the New Day. But the thing that caught my eye was the ending. I thought Kid and Cesaro were going to retain. Nope. I was surprised. Kofi Kingston got Kid with a roll-up, hands on the tights. The ref didn't see it. We have new tag team champions in the New Day, and the crowd booed them out of the building when they won. Yeah. Yes. And I was thinking, gee, I didn't think Kofi Kingston was. I never thought he got. And I thought when the Philadelphia crowd booing Kofi out of the building at the Royal Rumble was bad, but nope. Apparently Chicago is worse. So New Day, new champs. And then they had a backstage promo with Renee Young, and then all of a sudden, that SUV having Harper and Ambrose came back. Only this time, Ambrose was driving. And they were fighting backstage. And then Luke Harper was the first one to arrive. And then, apparently, out of the camera's view, Dean Ambrose ran across the barricade and attacked Ambrose from there. And then all of a sudden, then Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper pushes him to the ropes and then does his trademark clothesline from Ambrose, which that should be in 2K16. I'm surprised it's not in 2K15. I don't think it's in 2K15. I don't think, because I don't have the game. And of course, they were throwing chairs to the ring, and the crowd started chanting ECW like they should. Yeah, and then then we got a body slam to a chair, and then Dean Ambrose hits the Dirty Deeds, 1, 2, 3, and for the first time since the Shield split up, Dean Ambrose wins on a pay-per-view, and I'm really happy about that. Next, oh boy. John Cena versus Rusev in the Russian Chain match for the US Championship. Of course, Rusev came out first. He got a big pop. Then John Cena, thank you Chicago for singing John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. And you guys know what I'm saying. And as for the match itself, it was okay, but not great. I mean, of course, we got the crowd chanting for Lana, and then Rusev told Lana to go to the back, and the crowd booed Rusev. So we may have a Rusev Lana angle coming up. We may have Lana being the new stable. Okay. I'm for it. As Rusev is starting to learn more proper English. I guess they probably put Lana there to help Rusev, to translate for Rusev, until Rusev speaks proper English. But okay. They didn't use the chain much at all. This is my worst match of the night. No offense, the match was good. It was okay, but not great. And of course, when Rusev had the Accolade locked in on Cena, Cena broke up and Rusev touched the corners. I was thinking, okay, if Rusev wins, he better thank Cena for it. But nope. Cena hits the AA, hits all four corners. Yeah, it's kind of like a strap match. And John Cena retained. And if that's not bad enough, we have a third match on the way at Payback, but only this time it's an I Quit match. And oh gee, I wonder who's winning this one. Yeah. Next, probably the match that everybody was crapping on this whole time. Big Show versus Roman Reigns in a last man standing match. Oh my god. This was phenomenal. Yeah, I thought this match was going to be so bad. Surprisingly, it was pretty good. The booking with this was smart. Big Show was... I haven't been entertained by Big Show, a heel Big Show, since he was in WCW. And I wasn't even a wrestling fan then. No joke. I have the network, and I was entertained by Show there because he was just putting everything back, and smart booking for Roman Reigns, having the crowd cheer for him every time he pulls out a table. And there were a lot of tables in this match. The match is... Big Show is entertaining. I mean, jeez. When was the last time Humpty Dumpty Big Show was entertaining? Good Lord, this match was great. Although it was slow in the beginning, but it picked up big time. Although there was a few small boring chants. But that doesn't take away the match that this match was my match of the night. But then, there was chokeslams, WMDs, Superman punches. Of course, Roman Reigns got chokeslammed through 2 tables. Big Show went through 1 table. And now let's talk about the ending. Roman Reigns went for a running spear through the Spanish announce table. That, I think we may have his OMG moment for WWE 2K16. I was like, wow. And as an in-ring worker, Roman's improving just like he is on the mic. He's improving. Big time. And then, I was like, okay, what's the point? He rolled him up on the announce table. I was like, really? That should have knocked him out. There were so many close calls in this match, but Roman Reigns wins with a roll up on the announce table. Fantastic match. 4.5 out of 5 stars for me on that one. Next, we got the Divas match. Nikki Bella versus Naomi. And Naomi went Flavor Flav for her new entrance. I was like, I don't know if that was Naomi's music video that they sound. That was her theme song now, but I have no clue. All I know is Ernest Miller's theme song is gone. Retired for good. Excuse me. This match was just basically a normal Divas match. And of course, someone on Twitter said, oh, title change coming. Nope. Brie Bella did a heelish move, attacks Naomi. Brie hits the rack. Nikki hits the rack attack. Nikki retains, as predicted. Unless they're gonna give it, unless it's pretty convincing now, they're gonna give it to Charlotte. Charlotte is a heel. But chances are that title change is gonna happen at Payback. Just watch. Next, we have a bit of some filler. Bo Dallas slammed on the city of Chicago. Then the big guy, the Ryback, came out and laid him out. Mindless, but okay. Next, we got the main event. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage with the RKO band. So the match was pretty good. It was good. It was good. It was good for what it was. Kane came in, almost had a face turn here, but he tapped Roman. I was like, okay, not quite. But the thing that most fans got a little confused about, Seth Rollins did an RKO. Randy Orton did an RKO on Kane. So who won? Seth Rollins won by escaping the cage. And I was thinking, they're trying to go for a controversy angle, so it's pretty safe to say at Payback, Randy Orton's getting the title, getting another title shot. And Randy Orton here at least. So I'm guessing there might be a special guest referee here on this one. Alright guys, this concludes it. Next video you'll see Hell in a Cell kickoff, which I filmed before the pay-per-view. So stay tuned for that.